Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Captain Quasar, and welcome back to another live stream. The camera's still a little bit fucked up. I still kind of look like I have jaundice or something. We'll get that fixed at some point, hopefully. I don't know. I've tried fixing it, and every time I fix it, it just ends up reverting back to some awful look. But we do have some fun stuff to talk about today, so thank you all for stopping in. How's everybody doing? Chilling? Good. That's how it should be. I need a good poll. Any suggestions? I'm sorry, I've exhausted my list of polls that I had ready. But we do have some fun Instagram posts to look at, some interesting Reddit stuff, and then a video from Internet Versus about Anisa's new streaming revival. And if we have time, also a body cam video. So we'll do some Bodycam Bingo. Love it. The answer is yes. Surprisingly enough, like, I think people were expecting Anisa to, like, kind of have the same dry demeanor like that Idubbbz had, but maybe she truly is just sapping all of his energy, because she was a lot more lively, at least in her stream. But I guess we'll see if that continues. But we'll get to that at some point. First, we have to start, as always, with the Instagram posts. And to start things off strong, somebody just has a Lynx. I don't know why, they just have a Lynx. It was just big chillin', and honestly, kind of want one now.
Хулиган.
Ooh, introvert versus extrovert. Okay, so we'll do, are you introverted or extroverted? And then we'll have introvert, extrovert, and then have an introverted extrovert or an extroverted introvert. Those will be the four options. So let me just put that together real quick. What do we think of this Lynx, though? He starts humming, starts doing a deep purr.
Ты покушал уже.
I love that it is just, all cats are the same. My cat does that to me all the time. Just a good, and I'm like, what are you huffing at? What did I do?
Лапки он свои разложил. Тебе что, здесь столовая? Или у тебя тут абонемент?
Он оглох.
Ты все уже оглох? Да? Фу таким быть. Фу таким быть.
Должен же кабанчиком метнуться был, да? Мать, скажи. Какие сладкие.
Марина на тебя снимает, там скрытая камера.
Okay. Are you introverted or extroverted? Introverted, extroverted, introverted extrovert, or extroverted introvert? Those all don't sound like words anymore, but let's get the poll started. Why do I feel like those aren't spelled right either? I don't know. Who cares? It's fine. You know what it means. He's just a little grumpy. It's because they're not letting him get in the bottles behind him. He just wants a taste. They just want a taste, let him at it.
Ну, туда надо рычать-то.
Я просто почему с нее ушла, я просто являюсь виртуалистом по образованию визуальным, собираю фольклор по всем нашим территориям. Там глубокая философская идея заложена.
I just couldn't imagine, like, waking up in the morning, going to get some cereal or something, and you just look over on the couch and you just see this dude sitting there. I just start cracking up. Extroverted introvert for sure. It seems like extroverted introvert is running away with it. Introvert is ahead a bit, or is in second though. So we don't have too many extroverts here. I think extroverted introvert implies usually somebody that more times than not prefers to be to themselves, but still tries to put themselves out there at times. It's like, I like social situations, but only on my time. And fair enough, honestly. Of course, you can eat my flesh, sweet kibby. Just let him, just, come on. Just a little nibble. Nothing much. Why can't this be me? Why can't this be me? It's like a next level Maine Coon. But moving on from that, here's a guy getting juice boarded. It's like waterboarding, but he says it's better. Let's see.
Starting with
What do you want to start with?
the easiest.
What's the easiest?
I don't know. I think the Sunny D is not going to be bad.
Are you serious?
Try the Sunny D.
Okay. You tell me when you're ready.
Don't inhale in your nose.
What?
Just saying.
Are you ready?
I did not inhale.
Tell you what, that is scary as hell.
Yeah, it's a form of torture. It's not meant to be fun.
You can't breathe at
You
all.
can't do anything. It just goes. It
See, they're trying the technique that everyone's thought about. If I'm getting waterboarded, what happens if I just drink all of the water?
But
It tastes
I will
good.
say it's better than water.
You know, it makes sense. You're going to want to drink it more. You're like, ooh, good flavor. I've been waterboarded before. I lasted longer. Dude's a wimp. Well, it seems like he's genuinely trying to breathe through it for some reason. Where it's like, yeah, you could hold your breath and just kind of sit there, take it for a minute. He's literally like, they're pouring it on him and he's going, like trying to breathe through this cloth.
That's not bad. Okay, let's try. Here.
That's not bad, he says.
Here, let me do it a little bit longer.
I don't think you can drink through your nose. Well, you would be wrong. Probably not good for you, but you can.
You're doing longer?
Yeah.
Just hold your breath.
I also love that he's getting juice poured on him by the boner donor. Let's not look past that.
You ready?
It sounds
Can't
awful.
breathe at all.
Well, no.
I just love how he's like, he's genuinely trying to test this. He's like, you can't breathe at all, I'm telling you. It's like, yeah, bro, that's the point. It's a torture method.
Oh, you can't breathe.
It's like he doesn't understand the point of waterboarding. He's like, I thought it was just for fun. We're just waterboarding each other for shits and giggles.
Breathe at all?
Yeah. Sunny D's not. I've had worse. The water was worse. I don't know. Honestly, I don't understand why. What are we starting with?
You know, that is interesting. I do wonder why. Because I would expect, it's like if that Sunny D gets in your eyes at all, or up your nose, I imagine that would be more irritating than just straight water. So that is interesting. The more you know. Anisa is a better streamer than Idubbbz. I mean, the bar is in the underworld with him. The fact she's even on stream, it's just like, oh, okay. You can just exist on stream and be better than Idubbbz. I don't even have to say anything, just... I guess it makes it would be better to say nothing because the stuff he says is so bad. And the only reason I was saying Anisa even has any like step, like a, you know, anything above, like is above him at all is literally just because she has more like charisma. She's more of a charismatic person. And obviously, sometimes it rubs me the wrong way. Sometimes it feels a little bit forced. It's weird because it's either forced or phoned in. And neither of those are good ways to handle it. You need to have that energy all the time. I'm a better streamer than Idubbbz and I don't stream. If you've ever been on a Zoom call, you're a better streamer than Idubbbz. If you've been on a Zoom call, you might have had more viewership too, interestingly enough. But look who's talking. Where's the sad music? I'll surpass Idubbbz one day. The fact that he's even like a relative competitor is like, it's a little bit something. But here, this is what's going to help me surpass Idubbbz. The blood moon, the full moon ritual chant for using in the upcoming total lunar eclipse. Visible in place, so we already missed it, in the US and elsewhere pre-dawn tomorrow morning on Tuesday, March 3rd, 2026. So yeah, we missed it by a day. I'm sorry if anybody didn't see this. You didn't get the opportunity to do the ritual chant, but just wait for the next lunar eclipse. They do happen. You could also do it for a blood moon, full moon. Up to you. But here, let's hear her out. Selena Fox, take it away.
Blood moon power, eclipse right.
Blood moon power, eclipse right.
Full moon changing in the night.
Full moon changing in the night. You know, this is a great hymn.
Blood moon power, eclipse right. Full moon changing in the night. Blood moon power.
I hope you all felt that. I'm sorry it was a day late. Oh, I didn't even see she has a YouTube channel. I didn't look at this deep enough. I need to subscribe today. Circle Sanctuary. Let's see. How was it yesterday? It's just a Zoom call.
Moon. So let us celebrate the balance of light and shadow as we join together and our full moon circle tonight.
You know, it's interesting. My algorithm is full of like so many different types of things. Because like I get a lot of videos like this, you know, spiritual teachers, stuff like that. And then I also get accounts like this. I have to give a warning before I even play this. This is crazy. This is from a GeekSpoogeShow. The GeekSpoogeShow. This channel has 15,000 subscribers. This video is from 4 months ago and has 71,000 views. It's Super Mario Bros. By GeekSpooge. All I want to show is this intro. The name alone, GeekSpooge, I think says a lot. But this, again, warning, warning, warning. Pause the video and then pause the stream and then skip ahead. But warning, warning, warning.
I got a little dick. It's pathetic.
Welcome to GeekSpooge. It's what I put in your curry last Thursday.
What the fuck
sorry?
is this?
Super.
The best gaming YouTube channel ever. GeekSpooge. I'm at a loss. When Angry Video Game Nerd went away, we got the GeekSpooge show. Went away, but fell out of popularity. When the fire of Angry Video Game Nerd died out, we must turn to the heroes like GeekSpooge.
I got a little dick. It's pathetic.
Welcome to GeekSpooge, formerly Debbie's Dildos of Delaware. Sometimes I miss the good old days of
Is his name really Gibby?
mashing arcade brawlers, especially the ones that took all your fucking quarters before you can even reach bebop.
I get it. He's a little raunchy. He's a little wild and wacky with it. This isn't your average video game review show. This is where we review classics with a little bit of a twist. New episode drops today. Let's go. Pop culture show with a bit of a twist. Oh, that's what I said. I got it right on the money. I literally just took it straight from my brain. You know, great minds think alike. You'll figure it out. I think I did. I figured it out all on my own. I decided to recreate the channel and add the old videos from our Facebook page. I know there's fans who miss the show. Classic NES was my second console. The first was Atari. I'm old. Well, then I think a Geek Spooge might be for you.
I got a little dick. It's pathetic.
This is the craziest intro ever. I'm gonna come back and like every single one of his videos. But yes, that's the dichotomy of my algorithm. I live in a state of ambivalence. What can I say? One more time.
Eclipse right.
One more time.
Full moon changing in the night. Blood moon power. Eclipse right.
Isn't an extroverted introvert just an ambivert? I don't know all the terms. Sure. Probably. I don't know. What is an ambivert? I've actually never heard of that before. Ambivert. What, like ambidextrous? A person who falls in the middle of the introverted extroverted spectrum. See, I think that an ambivert would imply true duality, where I think we're leaning in either one of the directions. We don't have like a true neutral as an option. Maybe it is a bad poll. Who knows? I have all the time in the world for ladies like this. Go follow Selena Fox. I'm hoping that after the blood moon ritual, I'll be able to accomplish something like this. This is apparently only 80% of his jumping ability. I'm scared of this man. If you try and fight him, he's just gonna jump over you. I can't play the music. He barely bent his knees. Look at this. Unless this is literally a pad that is like boosting him up in the air. This is like what every kid wants to do. Every little boy wishes they had this capability. I gotta say though, it's because he's got the build for it. He's got a bit of a shorter torso and he's got long limbs. Explosive power. This can't be real. I don't know. I genuinely I'm a bit confused. I think I've seen more of him on TikTok. These are the only things on this page on Instagram, but oh, okay, wait. No, maybe this is his real account. Maybe that's him. Or no, this is the guy that was trying to double backflip. I was following this guy for a while. He's been trying to do a double backflip. He's literally going to kill himself for the double backflip. He's going for the standing. The human body can be pushed to gnarly extents. W profile picture. It's a pretty good one. I swear I've seen more clips of him. I'm a little confused. This proves to me that isn't some kind of a trampoline pad that he has. He's just doing this in his garage on concrete. He needs the full moon power to do a double backflip. See, I think this guy could do a double backflip like a gainer. Like he could just do it easily. That's what that, you know, that must be what it is. This guy, oh no, okay, his personal Insta. Oh, it's just a personal Insta. Okay. This guy, he's focusing too much on the flip. He's focusing too much on the flip. He needs to be like the other guy and focus way more on the lift. It's kind of dangerous. It's extremely dangerous to just do it in your garage with no padding. It's definitely dangerous. I had to go back to show my partner GeekSpooge. I can't wear this burden myself. It's a burden that I had been bearing, and I had to share with everyone else, so I feel your pain. We are all feeling this together. Is he gonna do it? Why is he? This setup is taking way too long. Okay, there we go. And he failed. He got over twice. Fell on his face, but fell over twice. Pretty good. Do it. Athleticism. The setups where like you could cut this all out. You could cut all of this intro part out. Come on, man. It doesn't seem like he's getting any closer. I'm telling you, he needs to train with this guy. I think this guy could double backflip no problem. I genuinely think he could, like, first try. Loser can't even do a double backflip. He needs to train with Ed. Or his name's Ethan. But here's a little message that goes out to Ryan Upchurch. I only learned about this person recently, Ryan Upchurch. I've never known about Hammer of God, but Hammer of God 111 got a message from God to speak to Ryan Upchurch. So, we got to spread the message.
Hey, Ryan Upchurch. God said, my dad needs a little help on his singing. He's a good man, and I'd also like to meet you one day too. Okay, he'll take over now.
My daddy's a good man, but he is an awful singer. Can you please help us, Ryan Upchurch? Thank you.
Thanks, bud. Ryan Upchurch. My name's Trevor McConnell.
Step back a bit. Take 2 steps back. Don't get so close to the camera. It's unnecessary. You could have just been where you were at.
I've reached out to you many times in the past trying to reach you.
I believe him.
And he saw your gate one time.
And I
He showed up to his house? That's not good. That's not a good look, my friend.
showed up at your gate to try to meet you, and I met your little brother. But I didn't get to meet you, but you know, I know this sounds wild, but if you would just give me a chance to talk to me, brother, I could make all this make sense. I need to be able to share my story with you. God told me to reach directly for you. You know, like I said, I'm not ashamed to do this. Everybody needs help, brother. I just need a little help standing up.
I think you do need some help, but I don't think it's the kind of help that Ryan Upchurch can give you, I'm sorry to say. I don't know why more and more people have been posting these type of videos online. First we had Stale 2000, and now we have this.
I'll surely stand on my own. God wants me to sing, told me to pick up a pen. I just need a little help. I know you can go through my lyrics and you can see the authenticity in them.
Yep, the authenticity. We get it. We get it. He's just a simple country boy.
Everybody, please help me get this message.
Is he trying to become a singer, or does he just want to be a ghostwriter? I'm a little bit confused at this point.
To him so he gets it. God bless you.
Hey, Ryan Upchurch. God said, my dad needs a little help on his singing.
I gotta say, I do feel a little bad for his son. I'm gonna just move on from this because that did just make me sad again with it restarting. I do want to hear his singing though, wait, so I'm not gonna move on actually. Adam Calhoun is a snake. Let's hear. Let's hear if he has the gift. To look at the camera. He really looked at us like he was killing that shit. He put the little look up at the fucking camera, killed me. God damn it. He legit said, my God. You know, keep at it. You will get better. I wanted to see some of his lyrics, though. He keeps messaging to Ryan Upchurch. Oh my God. That's a good catch. It's one of those things, he can clearly play the guitar, and it's like the issue of trying to create original chord progressions and riffs. Everybody's been there. The little squint he gave us. Ryan Upchurch, as far as I know, I didn't know anything about him, but apparently he does stuff like either with or in association to Jelly Roll, like country rap type of stuff. The Ryan Upchurch. God told me I need to come to you, Ryan Upchurch, please. God informed me that I need to speak to you. But on to Laserbald. Laserbald, let me just read this as this video plays. I really like to rub and touch bald heads, and I like the combination of forehead lines with a smooth skull. But just some big bulging veins are missing. It feels much better with both hands, but I can't hold the camera then. My boyfriend is some years older than me, and he have MVP status and nice forehead lines. The side view would show a big bulging eyebrow ridge like a Neanderthal that feels really nice, but I want to save his privacy. I just look over in chat and see what the fuck. We got a problem with Laserbald? I've shown Laserbald before. He keeps his head real shiny. The whole thing is about keeping your head real shiny. He puts a metal... He put... I think this was the first thing I showed of him. My shiny skull meets metal. My metal skull fits really nice. It's hard to remove all the air and bubbles under it when I press it over my head, but it makes some farting noises. At morning, it's fitting tighter than evening. To remove it, I must wrinkle my forehead and push it off, or stick something between to remove vacuum. Wearing it is really comfortable. There is no discomfort, even after longer time. Some months ago, I created a mold from my head and cast this helmet made of Zamac and a zinc aluminum copper alloy. It's 7 to 5 millimeters thick and weight is 2.4 kilograms. I would like to make one out of brass, but it's more difficult. I got inspired by someone that said my head shines like metal or polished. I would like to go to the supermarket with it, but I'm not brave enough. Oh, this guy. Yes, this is Laserbald. I feel like I've just seen something I shouldn't have. You shouldn't have seen his bald head. Oh. He's removing his crown. Wow, I imagine it does get like suction cupped to your head. Imagine how sweaty your head gets underneath that. Yeah. Like just start, or maybe it was already that shiny though. You can never tell with Laserbald. I gotta say, I didn't think of it as fetish content until I saw this new one. This new one where it's like, I really like to rub and touch bald heads. That's when I started going, okay. This is deeper than I first thought. Tell me, all the bald kings out there, is this how you guys do it? Is this how it's done? Why did he go all the way down to the eyebrows? Oh, no, wait, never mind. I thought this was shaving. It did look weird. It's the plaster. Okay, I'm just dumb. I'm dumb. This is the plaster for the metal skull. My metal skull project. I thought he legit just shaving creamed his whole head. Oh, here's a little AI rendition of it. Okay, so he's been planning on this for a while now. This is what Ethan was telling Tom to do to save his channel. I mean, he's got 6,000 followers, but some of these posts, this one has 1.2 million likes. The rest of these aren't doing that good, but still, it's a niche that has just needs to be discovered. That's the whole thing. At the lasers and the laser zaps again today in Alexandrite and Yag mode. Wait, is he getting laser hair removal on his head? Is that why he's laser bald? That's a dedication to the craft. This is next level. This isn't just like, oh, I shaved my head, I'm trying to, you know, oh, I realized I'm balding, so I'm just going with the bald look. He's dedicated to the bald look. Eternally. This is his eternal state. He will keep this state and try. This is impressive. Truly. That's what I assumed. I just didn't put two and two together. Like, I really didn't. Laser hair removal on the dome is nice. I don't know why this randomly reminds me of the lady who recorded that guy in the full leather gimp suit or whatever in public. It's the shininess. It's the shiny nature of his dome and the shiny nature of that leather suit or rubber suit, I think it was. They told him to embrace the bald. He said, okay, say less. Let me show you what embracing it truly looks like. At least he didn't use Nair. See, that's the problem with shaving too often, though. You end up getting like a lot of like irritated marks. Maybe that's why he's doing the laser removal. A true fake shave on my laser head. Oh, maybe. Oh, okay. Never mind. He doesn't need to shave his head. That's what he's saying. Maybe the laser removal did it, or maybe he just has acne. I don't know. But the face needed a shave, so I shaved all. The head too. It's done in 1 to 2 minutes. And just for peel the skin a bit. Yeah, to get all the dead skin off, makes sense. Before and after is the same. Shaving my metal skull would be fun too, and would have the same result. He's so proud of being this bald. I'm so happy to no longer have to shave my head to keep it smooth. It's just a waste of time, and I wasted a lot of time in the past before laser hair removal. If you were bald, you'd want it to be very shiny. I'd want to go for the matte look, I think. I'm not just gonna watch this guy shave. But yes, Laserbald. This guy, I think, is just trying to break something. He's throwing a kettlebell up in the air, trying to catch it, while pulling out a Nerf gun and aiming and shooting. Gotta give a spit first. You need someone to slap his back like he's lifting weights. I don't think I've seen him catch it once. That's two hands, though. Yep, exactly. It's different. This reminds me of the guy who throws the Xbox controller and does parkour. Maybe he'll end up like that guy, though, because that guy, I don't know if I can find that. I feel like that would be difficult to find. Do I just have to look up controller parkour? Because that guy, over time, has gotten better, surprisingly. It's weird to say. This was the original video. This is the one everyone remembers. He did a backflip onto a dirty mattress. It was a very terrible backflip, and he caught it. And it bounced it between his hands, and he's like, yes, and he but then, let me see if I can get the, let me just pull some clips, because, yeah, I think this is his account. So here's his newer stuff. He's added cans into it. It's no longer just catching it in his hand. That's too easy. It's the balance on the cans. I like that he's just profusely sweating, because you know this took so many takes. See? See? He's getting better. There's something going on here. He's too clean with it. A little behind the back pass, 360. Little tornado kick. Tornado kick behind the back pass. I fuck with it. I'm telling you, he's evolving. He's next up. This will be in the Olympics next. Just wait and see. First, skateboarding joined. Next, it's parkour controllering. The king. All bow before the king. Here's a little song to go out to him.
I don't think I can have a church girl. Bentley well off with common sense. White picket fence. Talks about kindness I can't comprehend. Might be wrong, but maybe I need a hurt girl. One that puts me in suspense. Gets me excited but a little tense. One I can bitch and vent. I don't think I can have a church girl.
When people do stuff like this, it's like you've got to have the presence. If you're going to be embarrassed the entire time, looking at all the people that keep walking past you, staring, like you can't be out here filming. This needed a retake. Come on, man.
Bentley well off with common sense. White picket fence. Talks about kindness I can't comprehend. Might be wrong, but maybe I need a hurt girl. One that puts
me in my eyes. Look me in my eyes while you serenade me.
Me in suspense. Gets me excited but a little tense. One I can bitch and vent. I don't think I can have a church girl. Bentley well off.
At least you know he was actually playing the guitar for this song, and it wasn't one of those instances of just getting like being a rapper but with just regular music. You just get an instrumental and then sing over that. Some alternative. Rusty Scars. Shout out. Now here is I Am Yoshi. Yoshi 2.0. Yoshi 2.0 kicks ass. He's been milking this song for a long time, I have to say, but it's because it's an absolute banger. That's why he's allowed to.
I love rain.
He has actually made some new songs too. I think he has like 3 or 4 songs at this point.
I know you don't want to study, but
Oh, is he retired of the classic?
I made a t-shirt. I made a hoodie to remind you that
Now he's just plugging the merch in every one of the videos.
I'm depressed, but I do it anyway. I do it sad, I do it mad, I do it glad. I do it stressed, I do it depressed, I do it sad. Even when I'm afraid, I'll be brave. I do it anyway.
I gotta go down. I gotta find the old school ones. The new song's good. The new song's good. I'm a Yoshi fan, but you can't. I'm telling you, those old ones, we can't look past them. He posts like every day. I don't think I'm gonna be able to find it.
It's okay to fail, but 4-7 times, stand up 8, 5 kills, success opens up the gate. Smile at the pain, say I'll never break. Rise and shine, live up to your name. It's okay to fail, but 4-7 times.
It's okay. Go check out Yoshi. Or check out Steven Johnson, 7228. Killing it. Praise is our weapon against any evil. I will dance that David dance. Thank you, Lord. Shout out Steven Johnson. Why does it look like that? 'Cause praise is our weapon against any evil. I will dance that David dance. This is the weapon. And just a reminder to everybody that Frankie Macdonald said, I'm on the H3 podcast on Wednesday, March 4th, 2026 at 4 p.m. Sydney, Nova Scotia time, 12 p.m. Wells, British Columbia time, 1 p.m. Brooks, Alberta time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 p.m. Winnipeg, Manitoba time. That is today. Frankie Macdonald will be coming in with the news. Or sorry, with the weather. My bad. The news is on somebody else. Oh, they were from Nigeria, I believe. It said it in the post. Let me pull it up. Nigeria and Kenya, I think they said. Or Ghana. Nigeria and Ghana. That makes more sense. I was like, Kenya seems wrong, but... Yeah, but he must be talking about them too. There's something about that electric, though. But yes, Frankie Macdonald coming today. Big news. But also, Idubbbz believes platforming an allegation that Ethan Klein molests his kids is okay, but joking about him crying all the time or being sexually inadequate with his wife is off limits. Well, the thing is I think that this is a little bit of a misrepresentation of what Idubbbz believes. I don't think that Idubbbz believes that one is bad and the other is okay. I think that he believes that they are on equal footing somehow, that these two things are equally like abhorrent, and so it's justified for him to make these claims or to do these things. But let's hear it from the dragon's mouth.
Like, there are certain things you don't joke about.
Oh, now he wants to say there's certain things that are off limits. You cannot joke about this. Meanwhile, he brought on Idubbbz former boxing coach, the disgraced boxing coach, mind you, and was laughing over...
Oh, do some people not know who Frankie Macdonald is? Frankie Macdonald is the weather guy. The guy that's like, hey, this is Frankie Macdonald. We got a Category 5 hurricane. I think there's... Let's see, Frankie Macdonald best moments. Oh, one of my favorites is when he does the tornado siren.
Okay, guys.
He just does the weather.
I'm going to do a tornado siren once again.
He's a dedicated weatherman. I don't know if he is necessarily a meteorologist, but he may very well be. It's very well possible. But sorry, back to the dragon.
And was laughing over little Idubbbz crying. Do you think that's a good thing to joke about? Or are some things off limits? It seems like he's scared right now. You should not. This should be off limits. Meanwhile, every episode...
That was a weird way to frame that, too. He's scared? That almost sounds like he's pushing this as like a actual like allegation of some kind. Scared of what? People saying insane things about him? I'm confused.
So a sexual joke. Meanwhile, every episode, there's some sort of deplorable...
Is his thing just like tracking wrong? Why is his head like sideways completely?
Sexually obsessed.
Is he literally sitting there going like, he's sexually obsessed? Oh yes. Wow. Because he bought like one of the worst.
We need Rayquaza stickers. BC, your name is Quasar.
Rayquaza stickers because your name is Quasar? Rayquaza. Oh, okay, yeah, sorry. I was so confused for a second. I will add that, actually. I've been trying to think of new stickers I need to add. Thank you for the $2. I've been trying to think of new stickers to add because I want to replace a couple of them.
Test. Harassment comment.
But yes, it's all just harassment. Here's the thing. If you wanted to be like... And here, I'll pull it up for anyone who doesn't know. Is this me? Totally me? Me win the... This is my dragon, actually. Idubbbz is this dragon. I am Rayquaza. I think I win, gotta say. I do find it funny, though, that he's basically just moving his head around because he bought, like, the worst... the worst... Can you even consider this like a VTuber model? This is almost the equivalent of a Wiggler. Captain Quasar, you have a fave dragon? When I was a kid, I actually had a book about dragons. No, I don't necessarily have a favorite. Dragons are cool, though. I also had a dragon egg, which was just a crystal in the shape of an egg. That's what's up.
Every episode, there's some sort of deplorable, sexually obsessed harassment comment.
I think that's a good example, though, for us to show us the level of quality that Idubbbz presents in his streams. Because now we're moving on to Anisa. Anisa got the memory of a goldfish, and this was from a clip, and we're going to watch a longer video about it from Internet versus Anisa's return stream. But this was a post by Yeet that was just pulled a quote from her from the stream, saying, Anisa thinks Ethan and Hila have no soul and the inability to make real friends. She said, I did delay streaming specifically because of how Ethan Klein thought of me streaming. Creeped me out. I don't know if they have souls. I think their souls left their body mid-2017. Hila was trying to talk to me, pulled me aside, tried to explain away her IDF service, and kept telling me she was just a secretary. You could tell in her soul she needed to repent, and I was her Catholic priest. And then our hero, Ethan Klein, host of the H3 podcast, also known as @H3H3 Producatons, posted a reply saying, you were on my show 3 years ago. Producatons really just pulling up to collect the dubs. Does nothing else but logs in to collect W's all day and all night. Is Sprite a healthier drink than Coca-Cola? That's your title? Honestly, that was a great comparison. But here's the thing. I think some would argue that is true, that Sprite is healthier than Coca-Cola, because they'd be like, dark sodas are the worst. So to your point, I would still say that somehow Anisa edges out Idubbbz. Just beats him barely. Marginally. And it's truly just because at least she has some energy. She yells at chat and stuff. That's what we want to see. Now that's streaming. Sprite LeBron James. I think Sprite is healthier than Coke, yes. But that's the thing, is like, yeah, but you're still drinking soda. If you're going to talk about healthy, go drink water. If you're drinking a soda, you've already lost the plot. So I think that is a great point. Sprite, and it's good for you. And it's good for you. And it's good for you. Sorry, I just had to read that a few different ways for you. But let's get this started. Internet versus Anisa's return stream.
Recently, Anisa Joma made a return to streaming, and naturally the highlights got clipped up and posted around the internet. In the clips, Anisa jokes about lobotomizing Ian and giving him lead to keep him docile, engaging.
Just the idea of that, I gotta say, is hilarious. Like that is like a hilarious thing to say about your partner a little bit. Like if you have that playful kind of energy with your partner, to just be like, sometimes I just feel like you need to be lobotomized. You're thinking too much. You're thinking about this too hard. Just something like that I think could be playful and funny. But given the way that everybody at least perceives their relationship, it definitely comes off a little twisted. You know, maybe we've got it all backwards. He doesn't actually, they don't actually hate their lives. Even though every time the other one speaks, you just see their faces just... You can hear the toll in the background. They start swaying just a little.
And joking with various trolls in her chat. She also mentions Hassan multiple times across 2 streams and brings up the color.
Saying I should okay, I need to hear how she actually talks about Hassan. Maybe we'll get to that, but the idea of her being like, I want to lobotomize my husband, but that Hassan guy though, I know that's definitely not the way that it happened, but the idea of that, like the way that this is laid out, just makes it so funny. But that Hassan guy, though.
Gate situation, saying she believes it was obviously astroturfed and that Hassan still gets collabs with ease.
Am I the only one that gets, I'm sorry I keep pausing so much. Am I the only one that gets this vibe that Internet Versus is putting on this like, I don't really care about it? I feel like he had other videos where he didn't show his face and I never noticed it as much, but it's in the tone of his voice. And then like, he keeps doing this thing where he's almost like rolling his eyes being like, yeah, and then this happened. And it's like, bro, you wrote this. Did you write the script? Why are you saying it? Come on. Give us the down low. Give us the lowdown. Whichever way you say that. But here, let me run it back just a little bit.
Believes it was obviously astroturfed and that Hassan still gets collabs with ease. She spoke about Dan from the H3 podcast along with Ethan himself, and Ian even made an appearance on stream once to say that it's cringe to just engage with people like the Kino Casino or Ethan Ralph and talk about them at all. There's lots to get into, so let's just jump in. Welcome to the internet versus Anisa's return stream. It starts when Chode Breath Dwarf posts a picture of Anisa's return stream on the I Miss the Old Idubbbz subreddit with the caption, "She finally did it." And Soupy Stain replies, "I have high hopes for this stream. I think Ian is much dumber, but Anisa is much more volatile. She'll reveal stuff no one needs to know, and she gets angered much more easily into doing stuff she shouldn't. I hope we get at least one flipped bird and one dirty laundry aired at the least. But while Ian is much dumber, Anisa, in her effort to grift, will try to champion any and every cause she comes across. So even if it's misinformation, she will make a deal about it."
I'm just like, I just can't believe that they're so willing to like be like the H3 snark. Oh, so they hate snark brain, doing that type of shit when they literally get snarked to this degree. Like, I just don't get it. I don't go watch Ian's stream. I've checked it a couple times, but I much prefer the clips. Maybe he needs to start uploading the clips and I can actually watch them from his sources, but I'm having to watch, you know, clips from other sources, from these explanation videos. Clip your streams, Ian. Come on. Post them on the Idubbbz YouTube channel. Idubbbz clips.
Basic replies,
"There's don't shit on Connor, bro. He's chill. I think he tries to stay neutral, but it comes off flat." I think that's probably what it is. It's just a few of the times he keeps going like, yeah. For a second, I thought he might just have a lazy eye, but he's doing it with both of his eyes. So unless he has two lazy eyes, maybe I'm being insensitive.
Already a clip on the sub of her crashing out over a mean comment left, lol. And one newspaper says, "Exactly. She already shat on Ian on his streams. Who knows what she will say when she is unleashed." Darcy Miller 02 says, "This is brilliant A-logging entertainment." She also just said that she believes that she can have a baby through IVF until she's 51. Ghoul Queen says, "Damn, y'all were right. She has more viewers."
Like, even if you can physically, like, you can give birth to a child, like, you know, there are 60-year-old women that give birth. I think there's like a moral question about the quality of life you can give to a child when you are at that age. If you're 51, by the time your child's 18, they're having to take care of their elderly parent as they're entering their retirement. Before even hitting 18, but that's... Okay, that's just like a thought, I guess, but again, bad thoughts.
Right now than Idubbbz does. And a Nuclear Angel says, "A frenzy to sharks is circling an injured animal. There's potential for more Kino from felting her than there is with Ian. He's already been picked and nearly clean." Alt user posts this clip on the I Miss the Old Idubbbz subreddit with the caption, "Well, that didn't take long."
Whoa, buddy. Whoa. Okay, wait, wait. Please. Answer, wait. Refusing to address the snake in the room. He's underneath his bar.
"I'm 34 and about to give birth. I wouldn't do it again. LOL 51. I feel like mid-30s, even like up to 40, I think is when you start pushing that limit. I mean, once you start reaching into 30s, I think that's when health issues start to like the chance of health risks increase like exponentially, right? So I think once you start reaching that age, I'm personally thinking about like if it was a perfectly healthily born baby, more like the actual raising perspective, I think would probably start capping out around like 40, because even if your baby's completely healthy, being 58 when your child turns 18, trying to help them go to college as a 60-year-old is like, that seems like a lot for both of you. And unfair to both of you on some level. But it also sounds quite selfish if you're purposefully waiting until like the very end to be like, well, by the time, if I have my kid when I'm 51, then they're 18 by the time I'm 69. So then 70, you know, they can help me. They can start taking care of me. It's perfect.
She said the thing. You should really research you. You record yourself saying shit that's contradictory 100%. Wait, okay, wait. We are getting off track. Ma'am or monsieur, how long have you been watching the YouTube videos or whatever you're doing? How long have you been dedicated? Anyway, gotta go work. Damn! This person's a little bitch. Wait, okay. Are you having bad, funny feelings because you're realizing that it's weird? What you're doing is weird? Because it is. And I would love to know, I would so love to know what you look like. I would love to know anything about you, but you won't even tell me how long you've been consuming this content. So I will say, I'm sorry for all of your family members that surround you.
And June Moon Loon replies, the therapy isn't totally working for her. Fun Vacation says,
I wonder if because they seem to be quite familiar with like the H3 snark stuff. So I do find it interesting that they feed so heavily into like their own snark community. And I wonder if they're aware of it or if it's just completely unintentional. Okay, I see a few of you in chat are talking about having had older parents. Yeah, and that's the thing is like even beyond the taking care of them part, like the loss of a parent is difficult, and that's like something you want to wait off on and like put as far into the future as possible for your children. So except for Brendan Schaub. Or maybe you want to be like Brendan Schaub. Or it wasn't Brendan Schaub, it was Tito Ortiz. He was talking to Brendan Schaub, that's what it was.
Hey man, I stay in shape, I eat well, you know, I don't drink alcohol that much at all anymore, you know, ever. I mean, not compared to when I was in my 20s. I take care of myself now. Now it's about my kids, you know, I want to outlive my children. Of course, 100%.
He even sat there and thought about it for a second. I want to outlive my children, of course, 1,000%.
And I just look at it as just, I take care of myself on everything I do. You know, I want to be old. Hey man, I stay in shape, I eat well, you know, I don't drink alcohol that much at all anymore, you know, ever. I mean, not compared to when I was in my 20s. I take care of myself now. Now it's about my kids, you know, I want to outlive my children, of course, 100%. And I just look at it as just,
What are we waiting on? Well, we don't know yet. The title and stuff isn't up. But we have an hour. H3 show number 242. Who doesn't want to outlive their children? Yeah, no, I wouldn't want to outlive my children. I mean, that's like another quote, right? Is I guess it's not a quote, but it's like a famous saying is no one should have to bury their children. That's like what they say about people that when people's children die young. Yeah, I would not want to outlive my children, I have to say. I'd like to live as long as possible, you know, maybe meet my great-grandchildren or something. That'd be cool. My God. They installed a generator right next to me, I guess. Okay, let's hope they walk away. My God. Okay, let me just mute myself for a second.
This content. So I will say, I'm sorry for all of your family members that surround you.
And June Moon Loon replies, therapy isn't totally working for her. Fun Vacation says she's never been happier. And it's Elliot replies, she looks so comfortable in her own skin. Electrical Trash says, well, I guess Idubbbz got worthy opponent and stupid and boring content. And Caitlin Dev says, imagine living with Idubbbz and being the worst streamer in the house. And Julian is in her base says, honestly, her energy is like 10 times higher than Idubbbz, so I find this kind of entertaining. And she doesn't.
That was my point. I realized I'm still over here. Why hasn't anyone said anything? Every time I move myself over there because of someone, and then I end up like Idubbbz, looking like an idiot in the corner. I need to be in this corner. It makes more sense. We're 3 minutes into the video. I've probably been talking about this video for like 20 minutes already. You like the ambience of the as they increase the speed? My boss pissed off the landscaper so much that they just stand at his office door and smoke while holding their running leaf blowers. Legends. Those are legends right there.
Ban everyone. Umpire Apprehensive says, bro, what the fuck? She looks so old and sounds so old. Not even being mean. I mean, she's in her mid-30s. I guess I just forgot these two are a decade older than me, stuck mentally a decade younger than me. Jeez. And Mad Dog replies, she's only 30.
Okay, here's the thing. I'm in my mid-20s. And so I would... It's just funny when I see people around my age or even like a little bit younger than me talk about maturity. Because like I don't find myself to be extremely mature or like acting of my age or this and that. I've talked about this a bit before and I do think that it's true, and I forget where I heard it, but it's so true that nobody is truly an adult. Everybody is just trying to figure out what it means to be an adult and then trying their best to do that. It's like just all of a sudden you wake up one morning and you understand what it means to be an adult and what it means to act appropriately as an adult. But it's about putting in the actual effort to try and act more maturely. And then more, you know, people either put in that effort or they don't. And it's interesting to see in what ways people put in that effort, because I would say people like Idubbbz and Anisa put on the presentation as if they have put on like the effort to mature, the way that Idubbbz talks about like my past was so bad. But like I explained this before, that like I can explain the ways in which I feel that Ethan and the H3 podcast and just H3 content in general had like shaped my perspectives on like criticizing others and punching down and things like that, and like it really did change the way that I thought. And I can like identify the change over time. But with Idubbbz, it does just seem like he's saying, well, I just realized one day that it was wrong and I flipped the switch. That's not how change works. And like, that shouldn't be how you expect change to work. And like, I don't know. It's the whole thing though, I think is just kind of ironic to be like, I'm in my mid-20s and they're acting way younger than me. It's like, I mean, are they acting ridiculous? Yes. I think we can leave it at that. Everybody acts like children. We're all on Reddit pointing fingers, right? Let's not forget about that part. You know what's weird too? Idubbbz was making fun of the Iranian accent. So was Anisa. And then Hassan did it recently too. When did mocking accents all of a sudden come back like into style? Because we are like, you're not even supposed to like do like accent characters anymore, like even if you're not mocking them. But Hassan and Idubbbz and them literally use it as a form of mockery. So bizarre. Yeah, no self-awareness, it's painful.
32. Alt user also posted this clip on the I Miss the Old Idubbbz subreddit with the caption "Manslave."
He does the dishes. It's the thing that he does because I can't. I can't with dishes. Back to work, man slave. It's kind of crazy. You guys get double the content now.
And Stringy replies, she can't do dishes? Lol. And the Big Palsky says, guarantee she'd say it's because washing dishes is overstimulating or some bullshit. And
I mean, that's just a weird point. I do think it's funny, though, that the person who makes all the food, like, obviously you shouldn't have to clean after every meal that you make. Splitting up the stuff in that way does make sense. Like, oh, one person cooks, one person cleans, especially if you're both working from home like this. But this, I can't do the dishes, especially when she's bringing him uncooked bagels, like uncut bagels. It's a cooked bagel, sorry, an uncut bagel specifically. Like, I don't know. Clean up a little bit, right? I clean as I go. I'm like, okay, this bowl I've done for mixing, I'm done with it. Now time to clean it out a little bit. Rinse it out while this thing is starting to cook. So does, when she streams, does that mean Ian is going to have to cook? I'm wondering what that means for their schedule. I cook and my boyfriend cleans. I mean, like I said, it really does depend on the dynamics that you have, but I do think the framing is odd, especially when it's like the type of stuff she's making doesn't seem too exquisite. You can do some dishes. You can. Hi chat, I just bumped into Lena at the pharmacy. Oh, that's so interesting. Picking up Ethan's meds. Don't actually tell us if she told you. Don't out her. Picking up AB's butt cream. Oh no.
Tied back to it being one of her 17 made-up self-diagnosed mental health issues. And Orplus replies, Ian is too blind because he's been in it for a decade. Like, do you think this narcissistic bitch only lies in the open where anyone can fact check her? You don't think she would do it to her stoic yes-man wife? Stable Giraffe replies, I find it insane how her screen share is so tiny and she's the big screen. I understand years ago this is what everyone is doing, or some people still do it, but I don't know. No one wants to see that on the big screen. And Lumpy Ad replies, it's the titty streamer thing to do. And Bunghole Spelunker says, without even the decency to be showing titty, she's bad at everything. Chode Breath Dwarf also posts this clip on the I Miss the Old Idubbbz subreddit with a caption, no Hassan collab on the way. And this is just a short clip, but she's blasting copyrighted music in the background, so I can't play it, but she just says, quote, no Hassan collab, but I probably will collab with the Denims and Casey Tron. And
I mean, a little presumptuous to assume that the great Hassan would ever want to.
Go watch Turkish Idubbbz stream.
You think the Turkish Idubbbz would ever want to stream with you?
June Moonloon replies, Hassan wants nothing to do with these two losers. It's hilarious. He must feel so embarrassed to be part of that content cop. And Billy Rizzle says, Hassan doesn't feel embarrassment. It was merely business and a way to get at Ethan for Hassan. And Steve Mash replies, which made Ethan more popular than he's been in recent years. And Pywary says, not views-wise. Teddy Walker says, there's a guitar back there that never gets touched, but she has it because guitars are a vibe. And Kamikaze Hog says, same thing goes for the snake. And Stunning Drawer says, same thing goes for the husband. Jockeys post this clip from her stream.
The chat convinced her that the music was too quiet, so she turned it up to be louder than her. That's amazing. That's why I like using OBS, because I can just look at the levels myself, and if you guys tell me something is wrong, then I just go, no, you're wrong. Fix your headphones. You don't hear a leaf blower in the background. Get your ears checked. That's not happening right now. What are you talking about? Look at me. I'm in a cubicle in an office. How could there be a leaf blower near me? There's not even a window nearby. What are you talking about?
With the caption, Anisa Joma, Idubbbz wife, talks about Ethan Klein's ass. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Did I just read that correctly? I've seen a photo of Ethan's bare ass and it rules my life. Hello? No! Do not drop the photo! Hello? Do not, please. No, stop. Stop, you guys. This is getting out of hand. It has ripples? Ew, what does that even mean? Hello? Do you mean like cellulite? Because that's just normal. That's just queen.
That time I actually was muted. It's because they're going fucking crazy with this. You were actually right, Internet Tough Guy. Wow, Internet Tough Guy, you knew beforehand that I was going to be muted. That's how tough you are. Fucking hell, this leaf blower is going crazy. It's like they're literally just circling me. They're just me specifically. But she seemingly kept the conversation going for a bit if she truly wanted to move on. And it is honestly kind of funny that she was defending Ethan, being like, if it's just cellulite, guys, that's nothing major. I think it was the Teddy Fresh picture that they're talking about, and I'm pretty sure he's clenching his ass in that photo. Here, let me look it up. Ethan Klein ass. Yep. Yep, that's it. That's it, all right. There's an upload of somebody's like TikTok or something of it on Internet Archive. Why is that a thing? Yeah, I pissed them off. They heard me. They're about to smoke cigarettes outside my door.
Queen, it's okay to have cellulite, but what do you mean by do you mean like an elephant? Do you know how like elephants and like rhinos have those like that's what I'm ripples like a pond. Oh, well, hey, all the girls get cellulite. You can't hate on the cellulite. I was imagining like, you know, like rhinos on the back, they have those like lines. No, Ian doesn't have cellulite. I probably have cellulite. Hard to tell if the lighting's good though. Listen, if you take a picture and you're like, it's probably the lighting. Mods ban this guy. No, bang.
And Gay the Spire replies, is there really no way for lolcows like this to just get a normal office job? At the end of the day, her and Ian still helped run a highly successful event and channel.
That's not true. If you used that as your credentials, if you showed them like, well, this is the event that we did, I think that they would probably look at it, look into the event and the success of it, see that it was an abject failure. Like, I don't know what you mean. That's okay. Gay the Spire, interesting name as well.
Even if it did eventually crash and burn, it's still far more successful than a lot of people working office jobs and marketing ever achieved. If I was them, I'd just get a real job and stay offline forever. And Savings Hyena replies, this would require common sense and a sense of shame. Thankfully for us, they lack both of those. Then Linksterlot posts this on the subreddit with the caption, the queen is back. What a fucking queen. The queen of streaming is back and better than ever. Anisa is so much better at streaming than her useless gimp husband. One stream and she's already leagues above him. She made more money that stream than Ian could ever hope to make in the same profession. She also has thicker skin, able to do—
I have to say, it is crazy. Like, H3 Snark it seems like they at least try and be more like backhanded and like they try and hide it a little bit more. Ian Snark is so fucking just aggressive in every way that they talk about them. Like, it's insane. I will say it is a little crazy internet versus basically only pulling from their Snark page. But I guess that's probably the only people clipping them, right? Like, what is their actual popularity at this point? Like, I'm not getting clips, but I also didn't have a 1 million subscriber YouTube channel.
With the trolls/haters in chat, even bantering with them, instead of outright banning anyone for breathing wrong, or having Hanny the Janny banning 98% of chat. She even noticed Nolan in chat and let him stay. But when Ian came in, that's when I realized something. Ian ruined your career, Anisa. If it wasn't for him, you would have been as big as Pokimane. But him and his weird incel chud audience ruined everything for you. You're the breadwinner now. You don't need Ian. You never did. Take half and leave that incompetent bozo bum in the dust where he belongs. Take back your rightful place, queen. Slay. Also, pro tip, lock the door and keep your loser soon-to-be ex-husband out of the room so he can't interrupt the magic of your streams. Hooded Night Murder says, even as a joke, you should never compliment it.
Do I not understand how Twitch works? Am I just bad at this? Did she take her VOD down? The VOD from the stream? Is this saying Baldur's Gate 3? These all say Baldur's Gate 3. This says recent highlights and uploads, and these are all from 2 years ago. And then all videos, and when I look at all, it starts from here. So I think maybe she took it down. Also, what is this photo up here? This looks terrible. Am I just glitched on Twitch? What is going on right now? Why am I on like the app? Is this the new UI for what is going on? Why is Twitch such a shitty platform? This is their new UI? This looks like fucking garbage. Why did they make the desktop version look like an app? Why did they do this? This is so dumb. This looks terrible. She did that with both streams. She deleted, either privated the VODs or deleted them. I thought it was zoomed in, but I don't think so. No, like, look, it's too big. I'm telling you, this is like optimized for mobile. Like, you can create two different. You can create a mobile site and a desktop site, and it feels like they just uploaded their mobile site to desktop. Yeah, I don't like the stuff down here is like where all of the actual features are. Go to your profile, you have to come to the bot. Like, usually you have these options at the top in like a drop-down menu or something. They are fucking idiots. Running Twitch, they are all just idiots. I don't get it. How are they successful in any way? It's just because of Amazon. It has to be.
Anisa, don't give her.
Can you switch to desktop version? I'm confused why it wouldn't automatically go to desktop version. Am I tripping out? Did I do something wrong? Oh, wait, why was it? It did just automatically go to mobile version? I think that is what happened. When I first pulled it up, it randomly brought me to the mobile version. Stop just playing random streamers, Twitch. Okay, so it does have the desktop version. Why the fuck did it pull up the mobile version? Is it because I pulled up hers? I don't know. Programmers be like, what if we made the website more difficult to navigate? I don't know. Honestly, and then seeing Twitch normally. I looked up Anisa Twitch, and it didn't bring me to her profile first. No, yeah, because she does have a desktop version, but then I looked up Anisa. Sorry, I'm going on such a weird tangent. Oh, it does bring up the mobile version. It was just the mobile version. Why the fuck is that the first link for her? Okay, that's just even weirder then. That just... Her SEO is just shit. Never mind. Anisa does own me. Sorry, I failed. This was my... Clip this. Clip it and ship it. I was wrong. It was because I looked up Anisa Joma Twitch, and for some reason her SEO is so garbage that the mobile version is what pops up. It's so weird. It's just such an odd... I've never seen that happen before. That someone's SEO only pushes the mobile version of a site. Because that would imply people are going to Twitch through their mobile browser to go find Anisa, which also makes no sense. Anisa don't know me, little bro? Okay. She is older than me. I would be like a little bro, so that's fine. Good. She doesn't know me? Good.
Her the false idea that anybody is under the impression she has thick skin. Her skin is so easy to crack it may as well be glass. And no brain, no problem replies, lol. I think whatever leads to more Anisa streaming leads to more Joma loss. And Hooded Night Murder says, she'll stream regardless, trust me. She's desperate for attention. After all, she had no reason to open an OF at the time, yet she did. She has no reason to post a OF on her wedding day, yet she did. Why? For attention, of course. Then she went live a second time announcing on Twitter saying, hello, I'm streaming again. And Chip Kipling posted this clip on the I'm Missing Old Idubbbz subreddit with the caption, Anisa jokes about poisoning Ian with lead and lobotomizing him.
When are you going to divorce Ian so he can go back to his old self? Hey, man, I'm sorry. He's forever my victim. I put like, I don't know, like 5 milligrams of lead to keep him docile. It's never happening. And it's specifically because I enjoy you guys having your childhood hero ripped away from you.
Yeah, she's being ironic. But I don't think she realizes, like, I guess I do this too a little bit. But when you have such a big, like, I feed into the trolls lightly because it's good engagement. It's like engagement farming, you know what I mean? If the trolls come in, then I talk shit to them, they're gonna stay. But her doing it, it's like, I guess it's the same thing, right? She needs them to stay. Okay. I get it now. My bad.
Get a lot of joy from your life being disrupted. I was thinking about lobotomizing him, but it's expensive.
How much does an ice pick cost? Well, I guess they can't afford socks, so makes sense.
Even here, it's not covered. So
She couldn't think of the word covered. It's not covered by our medical package.
say, no, it's true. I am poisoning him.
Oh yeah, because they're in Canada, so.
I'm going to up the dosage soon to prove it to you. Next stream, Ian won't even be able to finish sentences. That's how you'll know.
That happened the last stream, and the stream before that, and the stream before that, and the stream before that. It's been a minute.
And rural Mississippi replies, she's unfortunately more entertaining than him.
She's using him as a punching bag. Yeah, she doesn't realize you're not making fun of yourself in that instance. You're not being self-deprecating. Because, yeah, I guess that is the difference, right? When I'm mocking chat, when they're like you guys just did, the Anisa owns you, bro. Like, people have come in chat and said stuff like that before. And it's like, oh, no, they don't know who I am. Stuff like that is funny. But she's not doing it about herself. She's being like, yeah, my husband is a cuck. Yeah, he is a loser. He did get a mental disability from fighting. What's wrong with that? Huh? And I love it.
Him as the punching bag for the joke, but at least she isn't running away from it. Very unfortunate, but I doubt she will maintain viewership. And Fork says, why is it unfortunate? This is such a diaper-wetting comment. If she's entertaining, isn't that what everyone has been whining about Idubbbz being wretched over? I miss the old Idubbbz literally means when he was funny and entertaining. Cosmic Incel Wizard says, next stream he won't be finishing sentences? Anisa, I have some bad news for you.
I already made this joke. Don't take... They said it first, but I said it first in the context of this stream.
He's ahead of schedule. I have to give her a little credit for at least rolling with the punches so far, though. We'll see if she can keep it up. I have the funny feeling that Ian is going to start bitching her out off stream for engaging the haters or something. I wonder if Han watches and grips her ergonomic mouse in anger that she has no power there. Odd communication says, she's literally batting away the trolls like she has a troll swatter. Then in the next room, the trolls are an endless multiplying horde and always winning the battles. To be honest, the way she's dealing with them is a million times better than Ian is. She's genuinely making the entire thing funny to watch, and that's probably why we watch streamers. I mean, I personally feel she is toxic for Ian, but Ian isn't going to dump her, and they aren't going to separate unless she does it, so may as well enjoy the ride. A smart business move for her would be to only read super chats / paid comments. That way she makes the trolls pay to have their comments read and makes heavy bank whilst doing it. The trolls need to be fed and the bills need to be paid. Anisa is on par to being the sole breadwinner. Chip Kipling also posted this clip with a caption, Anisa complains about Dan from the H3 show, clutches her pearls over him saying R-worded and bitch.
What's your opinions on Dan's word love? I don't hate Dan more than the rest of the crew. I think it's just there was more to lose with Dan. Like, there was more disappointment.
I feel like Ian and Anisa just don't know what words mean. Maybe they have like a mold issue and it's like destroying their brains. I'm like, actually, like, what? Why was it? What? It was disappointing you didn't leave your boss and just say fuck it. You didn't leave your job, quit. It's disappointing you didn't fire your boss. Like, I'm confused.
Shocking, to be honest, that could happen to him, to his brain. And honestly, I'm just a little tired of like the humming and hawing and not saying much and then like being
because Dan describes himself as more of a socialist than Ethan does, I mean, honestly, Dan's more of like a realist. He doesn't pick a side. They digest the lead. She was being serious about that part.
Assumed that you're an intelligent person, and I didn't. I assumed he was an intelligent person.
It's because you guys are weirdos and you look at like random little like faces that people make. It's like you realize that it's all for the show, right? If Dan is actually going like, Ethan's a fucking idiot, oh my god, do you think they're gonna like cut to him and show his facial reactions and do it? It's like it's all part of the show on some level. Like I'm sure the conversations they have behind the scenes and things when they're you know discussing which topics to bring up on the show and what to have on the docket, stuff like that. Like it all comes into like, it's just so odd to me that it's just like, oh well, I thought you were smarter than that and you just went against your principles. Like I'm so confused on that part. Well, I just assumed that you were doing it for the money. Like, I'm sorry, I understand people have got to make a living, but if you're truly against something, you don't take blood money. You don't take blood diamonds. You know, that's not the way that you move in life. And so you would still look upon that person as a coward, as like it's weird to be like, I thought you were so smart and I looked upon you so highly, but then I realized you aren't just staying at your job for the money. Like, what? Selling out your values is better? Like, I'm so confused by that. Like, it's just odd. I don't doubt Dan disagrees with a lot with Ethan politically, but it doesn't need to be a job friendship ruining. Well, yeah, I mean, well, and obviously everyone's going to disagree on different things. Like, everyone's going to have stances, but they're clearly aligned enough to keep the show going.
I mean, he needs to stop saying...
Because like I'm saying, you're not going to go work for Tim Pool or work for Tucker Carlson because he's paying well, even if you just disagree ideologically. Like, there's more of a principle stance there, and like, regardless of if you knew about it or not, like, I think that one would be not expected to quit, but I would definitely look upon someone a little bit lower if they are, again, going against their principles purely for money. Because like, you can have time, okay, stay on the show for a certain amount of time and then quit or something. Like, it's just so odd that it's just this, like, it seems like a flippant mentality, I guess, is kind of the way I'm seeing it. Is it's like, if you quit, then you're good. If you don't, then you're bad. And it's just on that level alone. It has nothing to do with the actual principles of the stances that they hold. Yeah, labels don't match the contents when it pertains to political parties within the US, even the fringe parties. Well, yeah, and that's why just making people like choose sides and doing all of the purity testing and stuff is ridiculous. Because like I'm saying, is it just seems so like, it just seems like you aren't truly standing by the principles that you believe if you're willing to just be okay with it for the dollar. Anisa owns me, little bro. Anisa owns Ian. I almost said Eason. Anisa and Eason?
Word. He also needs to stop. If he's going to say an R slur, just say it with your full chest as well. Like, I didn't like that he said R-worded. I didn't.
Yeah, the issues that are more time sensitive are not even acknowledged. So they aren't even able to argue on how to solve those issues. Yeah, and I think in general people need to kind of speak up about stuff like that more, because there are instances when you can tell it's kind of like a, let's not get in a debate on the show because we could both like do more research and learn about stuff offline. So I could definitely see instances when it's like, it's good to hear those alternative perspectives though. Like, I don't know, it's like, it was good having Loner Box on, but I wish because it seemed like Dan was saying a bit more to start, and then kind of took a step back once Lonerbox came in so that Ethan and him could have a bit more of a discussion. Because I want to say, I got a little bit called out just because of my explanation of the comparison of Iran to Libya. And Lonerbox said, that's a bad example. Oh, militarized intervention doesn't always work. Look at Kosovo. But it's like, Kosovo is like I think in the ways that Libya is different to Iran, you could argue that Kosovo is different to Iran in like the power structure, the scaling of the militaries, the scaling of the nation itself, different things like that. So like, I don't know, they're not but it is true that NATO did basically just go in and say, Serbia, no, boo, and then they were cool. Not cool, but you know, they were able to move forward from there in the separation. But I don't think that it's a one-to-one comparison to say that Iran will end up like Libya. But I think the point is just that militarized intervention to form, not even to form a regime change, but in the pursuit of whatever goal will cause a regime change, has the possibility of having detrimental effect on the nation, which I think is fair. Dan shouldn't have called her the R word. He should have just called her a silly goose. Yeah, I didn't like that he said that either, because it's essentially the same as just saying someone, just calling someone R-worded uncensored. Yeah, I found that a little crazy too. It's like, just say it if you're going to say it. That's my whole thing, is either stand by the principle and do not say it at all, or just fucking say it. Because this going around, it's the same as people being like, well, I won't say autistic. I'll say neurodivergent. It's like, yeah, it's all the same shit, right? Same shit, different toilet. Oh, Silliest Gooserino's in here. The silliest goose has arrived. Yeah. But I don't know. I the thing was too, the reason I think that Dan's usage of it was even more wrong is because it did seem like he was specifically outlining their intellectual like capabilities, like their intellectual capacity in calling them, then saying that they were quote unquote R-worded. And that was the way he phrased it again, and I'm not censoring it. That was the way he self-censored. Yeah, he self-censored and said R-worded. My wife says Nero spicy and it drives me crazy. Well, and here was the thing that I was thinking about too, right? I think that, because like Lonerbox, people have the discussion with Lonerbox and it's like, oh, if someone with autism, should they be allowed to say the word? And it's like, again, I think that it depends on the context in which you're using it. Because if you're using it for the purpose like of disparaging another, then yes, that is wrong. Because you are saying you are holding these certain types of attributes, and that is bad. Like, I don't think it matters. And I think the best explanation, like the best example to give for that is like, go ask a black person if they would care if another black person called them the hard R. I'd say like probably 8 to 9 times out of 10, they're going to say yes. It does not matter what your race is. If you call me the hard R, it's going to matter. And so I don't think it necessarily holds that much, like it holds less weight just because you are part of the community. It's like you're still trying to be a meanie bobini. Cut that out. That's a big claim. What's a big claim? Which part? I said a lot there. Dan should apologize or I'm pulling my membership. Yes. That's the only way I will keep it going. I swear. Inward pull for black people? Well, I'm just going off of all the black people I've ever known. I don't know how many black people are actually in this chat either. You really don't think... I'm assuming you're saying that because you are black, but you really don't think that another black person calling you the hard R would get under your skin at all? Like, and again, it's always going to matter the context, but like I'm saying, I think it's probably like 8 times out of 10. Dan called a girl the B word once, and now all the words come out. It was Pandora's word.
Didn't like that. I feel like if you're gonna say it, you just say it, you know?
And 321me123u123 says, imagine being 32 years old and crying over someone saying bitch, and language policing another fucking adult anywhere outside of the internet. Anisa's lucky she isn't working a normal 9 to 5 because everyone would laugh in her face. And Living Nightmare replies, low verbal and intelligence and authoritarianism are strongly correlated. So language policing is pretty intrinsic since they don't actually value it and understand how petty it is. And Competitive Mood says, to be fair, Anus and I, the whole H3 verse can get anal about the word bitch because apparently that space online thinks it's a slur against women or some retarded shit like that. And 321me123u123 says, that's true. And that's what makes it even more of a problem. By the H3 crew virtue signaling over the word, when it slips out of Dan's mouth, God forbid, the internet is free to use the crew's own standard against them.
Yeah, I guess hard R makes a difference. I grew up in the South and it is, yeah, silent R variation is pretty common between black people. Yeah, no, and I agree with you in that case, but I'm saying specifically for the purpose of being disparaging. That's like what I was saying about like, the R word, because like with the R word, I feel like people have less of a problem with like if you're like in the moment being like, oh, this is what I like. I feel like people are going to have less of an issue with that, and it's more specifically like the use to disparage another. And yeah, I'm specifically hard R because yeah, I mean the soft A usage is pretty commonplace overall. But even then, some old people, I guess it depends on where you live. There are some older black men and stuff where if you say the N-word to them, they get uppity. I've seen it. I've seen it from my black friends with like their parents and stuff, and like, you know, people's grandparents and stuff like that. They definitely feel some type of way, and it's understandable. You know, obviously the word holds different contexts to different people in different places, and that's why I think that it matters about the ways in which you're using the word and not just the context surrounding your usage of it. You know what I mean? Especially when you're presenting yourself to the public in that way. Because obviously everybody's going to take stuff differently, so you want to try and avoid the most detrimental words that could be used. Trust me, I'm no purist. I know that and like with the R word, like I've made the comparison of like it goes back to words like stupid or dumb. Those had medical usages in the past, and so it's understandable that the R word has become more commonplace nowadays. But I think that if we do allow it to just fall into regular verbiage, it will end up just causing more words to fall in line down the way. Like neurodivergent, then they'll change it with something else and have like another word, and then just keep on going down the line, adding on these newer and newer words. But yeah, that's it for that. I don't necessarily think Dan needs to apologize, but because at the end of the day, it's like it's bad, but it's more about like changing the. Maybe you should apologize. I don't know. I guess I'm not the one to decide that. If he feels the need to apologize, that's kind of up to him.
But if you don't give a fuck and just say bitch, the internet has no ammunition. Yeet tweets out this clip with the caption, Anisa shouts out Hassan and says Collargate was astroturfed.
Let's be honest, okay? Hassan specifically is getting a fuck ton of like collabs with notable people. He was just on like Don Lemon or something on Don Lemon's podcast. He's meeting with like politicians after. This is after the Hassan shock, which again, you have to admit is astroturf to shit. You know it's being botted to shit. One in like how many times this thing was being liked artificially. It doesn't really.
Ooh. Oh no. My internet's doing it again. Yeah, it's giving these people ground. Normal people don't care beyond a quick call out. Yeah, it's that type of thing. Like, yeah, you don't need to make a big apology. Sorry, we cut out for a second. Like, you don't need to make some big apology for something that you could just as easily be checked on and go, oh shit, my bad. And just kind of quickly move on from there and correct it later on. I do agree with you on that point. Whereas, like, yeah, like something like the N-word or the F-slur definitely carry a lot more weight behind them because of that, like, again, like their more general usage of intellectual disparagement or something. I don't know how you describe it. Like, it's much more commonplace to make fun of somebody or mock somebody or like, you know, just whatever based on someone's intelligence, but using other inalienable traits. Because like, is intelligent, like you can increase your knowledge, but your intellectual base is probably something that's consistent. So I don't know. Yeah, it's like there's definitely a conversation to be had. I think that the main thing to make fun of and mock is arrogance and ignorance. Because if you're an arrogant person that exudes a high level of ignorance through your arrogance, I think that says a lot more than somebody just being stupid. You're not stupid, you're an arrogant prick. I mean, is prick bad? Maybe. See, I've always thought of prick like a needle, though. Interesting. Words, am I right? Yes, there was an issue with the bit rate. I'm sorry. Computer, make people not say the R word. Computer, make people stop slurring. Computer, make all these make all these people stop using slurs now. You've been programmed.
You know what I mean? Like, it didn't work. The amount of times someone on Reddit/Twitter mentions Kayagate, I go to their account and their entire post is about Israel. You couldn't make it up. Or it's like a Destiny fan.
And Night Kitten replies, was the expectation that nobody would ever associate with him again after shocking his dog? No. It's just funny that he will be labeled an animal abuser as karmic justice for his career full of smearing people. And Troglodyte Enjoyer replies, no serious person labels him as an animal abuser. You guys are psyoping yourselves into thinking these smear campaigns do anything when the premise is absurd.
I mean, I don't know if I'd consider him an animal abuser, but did he mistreat his dog? Yes. Again, it's like this need for labeling is kind of it makes everything kind of comical on some level. Well, is he an animal abuser or is he not? Make a decision. It's one way or the other. There's no gray area, black or white. Let's go. Like, come on.
Delwyn replies, there's a whole sub-community of Hassan fans that tried to debate people on it, trying to pretend like he doesn't shock his dog. His friends just don't acknowledge it and won't talk about it. The biggest progressive streamer around shocks his dog. Lamau. And Troglodyte Enjoyer says, see, this is what I'm talking about. The biggest progressive streamer around shocks his dog, Lamau. You guys are deeply unserious. As for the fans defending him, it's whatever. The whole controversy is childish and stupid. Kaz replies to the clip by saying, well, of course she will say this. She's been essentially licking his taint forever. Her comments are irrelevant and should be disregarded because of how biased she is. And Chip Kipling also posts a clip on the I Miss the Old Idubbbz subreddit with the caption, Anisa praises her king Hassan, claims Collargate was astroturfed. And Spatchcocked Your Mom replies, I love Collargate because it exposed so many Hassan dick riders. Seriously, just picture the online shitstorm if Asmon shocked his cockroaches. I mean, a dog. They would be in tears crying for poor Kaya. They would all be talking about animal rights. She would be so upset. Just think, if they're willing to lie and hide the truth, even with video proof that
Yeah, Twitter is just a cesspool. Twitter and Reddit, it's like with Reddit, you really got to go on there and find like r/action figures, r/science, r/I'm a doctor, stuff like that. Stuff that's like official, not official, but a little bit more professional. Too many degenerates online nowadays. Spatchcocked your mom is a great username. It's a new one. I haven't heard that one before, I have to say.
is so clear the only way it's not true is if you choose not to watch it. Just look at both of these two making fun of that Iranian guy. They didn't care about the truth. Only Hassan supports Iran.
Oh wait, we got a title. Jim Carrey is a clone? Conspiracy Review. H3 show number 242. Whoa, whoa.
The West hates Iran, therefore Iran good, West bad. So then they started yapping, and Gunalips replies, exactly lol. The reason why they protected him so hard though, is specifically because he's the biggest leftist / pro-Palestine voice online. When it comes to deeply held political beliefs, people are willing to overlook things like that, either consciously by just lying / denying it, or subconsciously by refusing to believe it. Any honest person being objective would agree that it is more likely than not that he did it. Gunalips says, they're really getting close to anti-Semitism, aren't they? Every time I see someone mention that you shouldn't shock their dog, they're pro-Israeli. Why would you even read that comment? Even Grandma Glasses herself was like, or a Destiny fan. That said, they really do see caricatures in everyone, don't they? If you mention B, then you're an X or a Y. If you don't like C, then you must be an X. Humans are way too complicated to view like this. Decades of left versus right politics has forced them to support people into good versus bad, based on a single...
Yeah, see, and that's like I think the greater aspect of this, is most of the people see that it's like just filing people into left or right, but they don't necessarily see the fact that regardless of which side you're on, all you're doing is sorting people in good versus bad. Either they're with me or they're against me. They're on the right side or they're on the bad side, or on the wrong side. And it's just like, things are so much more complicated than that. And I can agree with them on this level. But it's just, I don't know. This one's probably the least crazy of their snark, of the snark posts thus far. They're getting close to anti-Semitism, aren't they? I guess. Yeah, a little bit. I think on some level it's just like, you're acting ridiculously. Like, Hassan saying that it was like Israeli, it was an Israeli propaganda. Like, I don't even remember. He said it was like an Israeli psyop, basically, that it got so popular about Kaya's Collargate. But, like, come on. It's like, why are you being ridiculous? Collargate was because of Israel. I think saying that should negate everything else he says about, like, geopolitics. Like, on some level. You don't have to be like, oh, it discounts everything that he says. But on some level, speaking so, like, flagrantly about something so serious, in, like, and I'm not talking about the shot caller, I'm talking about Israel. Because, like, we can talk about, like, Israeli surveillance or, like, you know, all the talks of spyware and stuff like that. Because some of it's true, some of it's just blown out of the water. But you can have the conversations that's different than just going like, it must have been Israel. Yeah, the fact it was on October 7th, too, is just, yeah, Dogtober 7th.
Belief or opinion. Jockeys posted this clip on the I Miss the Old Idubbbz subreddit with the caption, Anisa Joma, Idubbbz wife, rejects her invite to the Kino Casino.
Sorry, I do want to address Anisa, they want you on the casino as third chair. You got to join them. Listen, I don't want to be anywhere near either of those creatures, especially the one that looks like he can't even wipe his own fucking ass, okay? And the other one got knocked out in like 5 seconds in a boxing event. He sucked so much ass. I don't want to be anywhere near either of those creatures. They can rot in Toronto. Also, they lied about Edmonton Transit for some reason. Okay? Edmonton Transit is epic. And I don't want to entertain Edmonton Transit haters. Fat phobic? What do you mean? Hello? That sounds like you made that up. I said it looked like he can't wipe his own ass. You made it fat phobic. You're the problem.
I just looked up Edmonton Transit in the news, and the first thing I see is judge dismisses family's request for review in stabbing death of Edmonton teen. A man was charged a man with killing a 13-year-old boy. Edmonton Transit ridership down 1.8 million in last 3 months, 2025. Just like the first thing. Pretty sure I saw something recently about a lot of stabbings happening on Edmonton Transit. I mean, it was the first thing I saw when I looked it up, so I didn't look up anything other than Edmonton Transit and then clicked news. Like, my whole thing is this. You don't have to agree with everything Ethan says. You don't have to be like bowing down to the king, kissing his feet. Like, that's not necessary. But why must you argue every little detail of everything that's said for no reason? For no reason at all. Like, these are things you could just look up. Things you could just, like, on your own be like, is that true? But no, she just knows because she's used the transit. And it's like, again, it's like people have their independent experiences. And I'm sure maybe her experience on Edmonton Transit's good. But like, there's a difference between your experience and the facts of the matter. Medical City Healthcare. Is that even a real? Is that fake? It's not even plugged in. It's not even plugged in. Look, the tank isn't even plugged in. They don't report all the people who don't get stabbed. That was a fair point. Damn, you got me with that one. Well, all the people that don't get stabbed are probably those 1.8 million that aren't going on the transit anymore. That's probably the included amount on the people, of the people that aren't getting stabbed. God, that's crazy. And that's why, I mean, here's the thing. People talk about gun violence and stuff like that. If you look like across the board, there has just been a rise. And maybe it's just in the news cycles that you're seeing it more, but it does at least appear that there has been a rise in just acts of violence. There's a lot of stabbings that happen, obviously, like in the UK, but also in China. There's like a lot of school stabbings and stuff like that. And it's like there's obviously, like, I don't know if it's a rise in mental illness, but it's definitely a rise in people having issues with their condition, which is probably fueling mental illness in a negative way.
Do internal work.
In Available Base replies, it's so annoying how they can be racist, making fun of Iranian immigrants, or ableist, or whatever they want, whenever they want, and justify it. But everyone else is wrong when they do it. Then they still pretend that they are progressive and empathetic and stoic. In Big Anime Fan replies, Hassan does the exact same thing. He'll go on and on about Nazi dog whistles, then laugh at Holocaust jokes. And Stunning Drawer replies, as a casino viewer, I'll see PPP and Andy contradicting points they've made previously, and I don't have to carry water for them because they're entertainers. And they're not pretending to be moral arbiters. And Anon6 posts this clip with the caption, thin-skinned Idubbbz is visibly displeased that Anisa entertains mentions of Kino Casino and Ethan Ralph.
That's cringe. All of that shit is unbelievably cringe.
They're teaching
I
me
can't
about...
believe that she gives it the time of day. This is exactly why. This is what makes Anisa and I different. She will indulge you guys in your cringe shit. I refuse.
Yeah, he doesn't. He's an adult. I wanted to learn about Ethan Ralph.
Oh my god. I'm out of here. You can talk to them about this cringe.
No, we'll go out and eat.
All right.
We'll go eat.
Yeah, we're gonna go eat Denny's.
And My Name is Heterodox says, hold on now, Anisa. Don't want to watch too much non-approved content or else Hassan won't play with you anymore. And DawsCN1 says, this whole time I thought Anisa was an influence on Idubbbz moderation. But nah, he wants it. This guy is a total pussy. Punker Paul says, he may not ever admit it, but you can tell how absolutely salty he is. About what exactly? I'm not entirely sure. Might be a mix of everything.
Well, I wanted to go see what her viewership was like, because we see Ian's viewership, and I was wondering if she gets more viewership than he does. That was the real part I was wondering.
But you can see that he's belligerently scared to deal with most of his critics, unless it's Ethan and low-tier A-loggers. And then there's her, who's just freeballing content and doing whatever because she's too arrogant to feel fear and repercussion. He's clearly upset that her streams are more engaging to other people, and is going to be made a true wife soon when he isn't bringing money in anymore. I'd also like to point out he's a hypocrite who says engaging with this stuff is cringe, when he just picks and chooses what he engages with. And for some reason, that's never his chat, since he's just banning them the second they say anything. I don't even know what to make of this psychological madness anymore, honestly. He's such a simple creature and yet so complex. I don't even know if he knows what he wants at this point anymore. He's just a walking paradox, IMO. Shout out to our tier 3 members, internet representatives Kiko, Salsal, Codas Bandito, Captain Crashot, Papa Gut, Dear Boy, and the Noobster. Thank you guys so much for the support. And
should I do a poll for that? Well, I need to do a poll for when they're supposed to start. They were supposed to start already, right? They're late already. Let me do that new poll real quick. I was going to do another poll about who's a better streamer, but I don't think it's necessary. I don't think it's necessary. So we got 10 minutes late, 20 minutes late, 30 minutes late, or 45 minutes late. Get your votes in now. What time will the H3 show start today? The 30 minutes always runs away with it to start. No one's saying 45 minutes yet. No one's thinking they're going to be that late. It's a hopeful crew today. It's a hopeful crowd. Jim Carrey. Honestly, this AI, because I can tell they photoshopped on the horns, but it almost looks like an AI upscaling of the image. Almost makes it look identical to his old self, and kind of like completely sidelines that theory that they're different people, right? Like, you could line these faces up and they would match perfectly. Like the dimple placement, the like everything, the teeth. They better start early because I have an appointment at 12 and they are barely starting by then lately. It's a sad day when they start at 11:45. When they start 45 minutes late, that's the days when I cry. Here, but we're going to do this to continue because we have the time. This is McDonald's calls cop on FBI's most wanted suspect. And I got to pull up. One sec. He's going for oh. I got to pull up. If it'll pull up. I have our Bodycam Bingo board. So I got to pull that up for us. Get it ready. Why did they clone a basically non-working actor? Well, I saw someone point this out and it was so funny because they basically said that. They basically just said, why though? But why? What's the purpose? Okay, they're cloning Selena Gomez. The Selena Gomez one is more convincing to me because that back tattoo being missing, that's a little odd. But beyond that, it's like, what's the purpose of cloning someone like Selena Gomez? The back tattoo is weird. Like her not having her back tattoo anymore does seem odd, but what would be the purpose in cloning her, actually? And honestly, I think that's a good point. So we have our board for today. This is our bingo board. Let me zoom in just a little bit. Piggy. It's the same as it's been. Scale this up. Gotta get this just right. Boom. Oh my. The color's wrong. What are we doing? There we go. Now it should be good now. Perfect. Look at that. That's a bingo board if I've ever seen one. So I'm gonna pull that off to the side. And like I said, this is McDonald's call cops on FBI's most wanted suspect. I can tell this one's going to go crazy from the start. It's only 11 minutes, so I know it gets handled pretty quickly. There isn't a lot of build-up, it doesn't seem.
He's going for my gun! He's got my gun!
Hello, sir. Hello. Hi, we got called here to talk to you.
For?
Huh?
For?
Some people were worried about you. They wanted to make sure you were okay.
That I'm okay? I'm a paying customer.
Yeah. Yeah, people are just called worried about you.
For what, sitting down?
No, I think they saw
Even if you're homeless and if you're on the FBI's most wanted list, you got to wear a mask or something. You got to walk around with like your face covered. You can't be just rolling out like this, dude. They're going to find you.
your stuff and we're worried making sure you're okay.
I'm fine.
Okay. What's your name?
What do you need my name?
I'm just asking.
I'm alright, thank you.
Okay. Are you from Rice Lake?
Don't worry about it. You can leave. What are you doing here? What are you doing here?
Just checking some stuff out.
In front of me?
Yeah. Standing right here checking some stuff out.
You're kind of disturbing my peace.
Okay.
Oh, I should post it on the Discord, actually. Give me 2 seconds. Let me export this real quick. Okay. Okay, sorry, I was just pulling it up on the side, make sure.
Is your name Alejandro?
Are you trying to ask me if I'm wanted? Are you confirming that I'm wanted?
I guess so.
Come on, man. You're failing it right now. You're failing it. See, I was hoping I'd be able to put lied about identity, but he isn't lying. He's just being evasive. He's kind of doing the right thing because you don't want to lie about your identity because that's an additional charge. You just don't answer questions. You go, nah, I don't know.
Oh.
So this is what, your public service? When I told you that I'm a paying customer?
Yeah. Are you Alejandro?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, well that's what we're here to figure out.
So this screams that I'm wanted?
No, I guess it wouldn't be the homelessness or that you have a lot of gear.
So you're implying, so what are you implying? Like really, like is it the fact that I'm homeless?
That your description matches someone that's...
I like that he keeps bringing that up. He's really upset that he's homeless. Hey man, you know, we've all had to pick ourselves up. It happens. You know, it happens to the best of us. We get put on the FBI's most wanted list. We are a little down on our luck. It's what you expect to happen, but we're trying to figure out what you did wrong. Actually, I think I didn't, when I first checked this out, he pulls out the paper for a second, and this is where I stopped it. Because if you look here, you can see unlawful flight to avoid prosecution, murder. So he killed somebody. He killed somebody. They ain't just gonna let it go. The picture is a little hard to match, I've got to be honest, but it looks pretty close. Yeah, I think that's a match. Doing the back and forth. The eyebrow spacing is just a little bit farther on these ones than he has, but I imagine he's been homeless. He hasn't had the opportunity to clean himself up at all. Wait, is it illegal to kill someone and be homeless? I think both of those things can be illegal. That's the sad part, is I think both parts of that are technically illegal, depending.
Is your name Alejandro?
Are you trying to ask me if I'm wanted? Are you confirming that I'm wanted?
I guess so.
So this is what, your public service? When I told you that I'm a paying customer?
Yeah. Are you Alejandro?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, well that's what we're here to figure out.
So this screams that I'm wanted?
No, I guess it wouldn't be the homelessness or that you have a lot of gear.
So you're implying, so what are you implying? Like really, like is it the fact that I'm homeless?
That your description matches someone that's
you want
wanted.
Me to leave town?
No, not that I want you to leave town.
Well, I already said, man, you're already deserving my peace.
Okay.
So get out of here.
Okay, you got any ID on you?
For?
So I can see who you are. And if you're not the person we're looking for, then we'll get out of here.
At this point, you're gonna have to send another cruiser? so that way they can confirm my identity. Because the way that you're treating me, I don't want to confirm my identity with you.
Okay.
Because see, I already told you I'm a paying customer. So like, why are you coming to me disturbing the peace? Because you're the one breaking the law right now, not me.
What law am I breaking?
Disturbing me and disturbing the public.
Okay. Well, if we get called here because someone believes that you're a wanted person, and we're coming here to confirm that, and you match the picture of a wanted person.
Yeah, they show me the picture. So it's under what? So it's your property?
Huh?
It's considered your property?
What is?
Because I was going to point out the facial features. Apparently, that's not me.
Okay, that you have a beard?
Show me the picture again. So
I'm not going to show it to you again.
Because clearly that's an adolescent. That's not an adult. You can tell by the feature.
Okay, what's your birthday then?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Well, how am I supposed to confirm this isn't you?
Yeah. I already told you. No. Go ahead.
I mean, to be fair, he has requested a second officer. I feel like that you should probably just call the second officer at this point. Honestly, we're not really getting much of an issue so far. This just isn't going anywhere. And I can tell that it's going to escalate because, you know, maybe I'll put that one in. Maybe I will do the fail to de-escalate once it starts getting a little bit farther, but he's doing a poor job at this point. Like, he's clearly getting amped. And if you think that this is the person you're looking for, you got to do your part to calm him down and figure this out. Don't worry about it.
I didn't call somebody else because I'm not going to confirm my identity with any of
Okay, so someone else shows up and then you'll confirm your identity.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Because that way I can get your name and your name for the harassment.
My name is Peyton Overleen.
Okay, then give me your card.
I don't have a card on me.
So, I'm professional. You next? Professional? You have a card?
My card's in my office.
Okay, then you can go ahead and
She
get
didn't
that.
even give her name.
Here you go. Here's another person.
Don't reach for nothing. Right now, you're not going to reach for anything. We're reaching for stuff.
I'm trying
I cannot tell what restaurant this is. It looks like they were doing a remodel. Or it says McDonald's. It says it's a McDonald's, but it doesn't look like a McDonald's, interestingly enough. I've never seen one with wood paneling like this before.
Put everything away so I can go outside.
No, you're not going outside right now.
We even have our captain here.
All right, there you go. So harassment, all right, that's one. They're telling me that I'm wanted, and they're trying to confirm some wanted identity. Yep. So I asked them for the picture, and he doesn't want to give it to me.
I showed it to you. I'm not giving you the piece of paper.
He has it on him right now.
Once we determine who you are, then it's fine. So
We didn't say you were
Okay,
one. We
then
just said
you
you had
push-
matched the description.
You go that way, and I'll talk to him.
no, they're gonna stay with you.
They're gonna stay with you. Okay, then at this time, I'm gonna go ahead and leave and get out of this town because I'm being harassed.
We're gonna identify you, and if you're not the person that's on there, then you're gonna be free to leave.
Okay, but until we okay, then give me your card and your card now.
Give us your
Because
ID.
I'm being harassed.
Give us your ID.
Just give us your ID, and then we can leave you.
Then we can call this quid pro quo, and we exchange IDs. Give me your cards.
Pull your ID out.
Show me your IDs first, and then I'll give you my ID.
Okay. My ID
Because
is
you
ready.
harassed me. I was not walking down the street. I was here as a paid customer.
Okay.
So therefore, I can stand this higher ground.
Not necessarily. Okay.
How so?
Because I have reason to believe you're a wanted
because I'm
suspect.
homeless.
Show them your ID, or we'll take you over to the jail and they can ID you there when they run your.
I don't have an ID.
Then I guess we don't have a lot of options. Do we?
I mean, you do. You get his name and his date of birth. If he's not willing to give that to you, then yeah, you got to go run his prints. But like,
So you're saying I don't have a lot of freedoms?
I'm saying that we're gonna identify.
No, you're saying I don't have a lot of
yeah, he is trying to insert. He's trying to get any type of control that he can, and it's not succeed. He's not succeeding at all. But I will say that these cops are doing a piss poor job. Like, they're just waiting for him to jump so they can like arrest him. That's what they're waiting for. Like, I understand there isn't a lot you can do when someone's just denying to talk to you, but it's like, you got to think of something. You got to use your brain a little bit. You got to be like, hey, can you give me your name? Okay, you don't have an ID. Can you give us your name, date of birth, anything? Anything we can use to identify you? Because all we're trying to do is identify you so you can be on your way. And again, add an additional false identification charge. False identity charge.
freedoms.
We're gonna identify you.
So my baggage details my status.
Do you have your ID with you or not?
I already told you no.
What's your name?
So arrested for what? Having no ID.
What's your name?
We are going to detain you until we can determine who you are. You can give him your name and stuff.
No, I'm.
That's interesting. I feel like this officer's realizing they don't have much right now, because he said, we will detain you until we can identify you. But he said, we'll take you to jail to fingerprint you. When they detain you, can they take you to jail just, like, is still just entertainment? Because that just seems like a way to avoid the claim of kidnapping. Because, like, if you can take me from one place to another without having arrested me, I don't know. It seems a little crazy.
All right, go ahead and detain me.
Oh, no, that takes time.
Don't pull away.
Okay, that gets a so we got our free one. We got our sudden aggression. You know what? He was just trying to leave, so I'm gonna give the can I go home because he's homeless. The world is his home. Just anywhere leaving is technically going home. So he was trying to leave. Okay. All we need is an immediate contradiction and an attempt at bargaining. $10 says he's not the guy they're looking for. It's a possibility. It is a possibility at this point because he looks pretty similar. I will say that. But there are some things that are a little different, like the eyebrows. But that could, again, like he said, that guy's an adolescent. He doesn't look like an adult. Well, you could have aged. You could have aged and grown bushier eyebrows. That's something.
He's going for my gun. He's got my gun.
He's got your gun. He's reaching for it. He's reaching for your gun. You let go. You let go. Shit. Hit him.
Oh, we got another one. Taser. Fighting wrestling is also there. I didn't press that one at all. Fighting wrestling. Okay. Is he drunk? And he hasn't said this isn't illegal or this is illegal. We're getting somewhere. This bingo game is going perfectly according to plan. Yeah, see, I'll create a couple more. I posted one in the Discord. I'll move these around and create a couple more boards to post up.
Put your arms behind your back or you're going to get it again. Put your arms behind your back. Other arm.
Give us your other arm or I'm going to hit you again with the taser.
I have a broken clavicle.
Give us your other arm.
Broken clavicle? Are we going to get a hospital visit? Are we going to get...
Arm.
I already told you I have a broken clavicle.
Is he giving it to you?
I got it.
I got cuffs.
Yeah, he hasn't stated a name, so he didn't lie about it yet. He hasn't lied about his identity because he hasn't given any identity yet. I was waiting for him to say a fake identity and just be like, my name's John Smith. Born... Honestly, obviously they're going to pull up an image and they'll be able to see that you are not that John Smith. But what are the odds that you say, like, my name is George Lopez, born February 7th, 1997. Like, how much you want to bet there's at least 10 George Lopez's that are across California that would fit that description? I bet you anything. There have been 10 George Lopez's born February 7th, 1997. I'm telling you. Did he just palm his ass? I didn't see that.
Give us your other arm.
I already told you I have a broken clavicle.
Is he giving it to you?
I got it.
I got cuffs.
Oh, he did. He had a cop a feel real quick.
Go ahead, search him.
Everyone good?
Yep.
Yeah.
Search me.
All on your side. Stay just like that. And stuff if you want.
Sit them up. Bring your legs out this way.
Swing your legs out.
Roll to your other side a little bit.
A friend of mine's boyfriend was undocumented and he used to give random Mexican names all the time. Hey, if it works, it works. My husband and his father are both Jose Jimenez. I'm telling you, something like that, a Jose Jimenez, Just say a different year. Literally say your same birthday, just a different year. You're good to go.
Quit! Knock it off! Quit!
Look at me, I want to remember a face. Okay, remembered it. I will smite you.
Oh, it's super glued.
No, it's sealed by my almighty father himself.
No. Not his coin of yore. What is this coin? This thing looks so old. It's a golden coin he sewed into his pocket.
Look at it, what does it say?
I can't read it.
Guess you can't read, huh? No. That's why you became a cop. You got me. Trampling on other people's rights.
He's got something down here too, man.
I'm gonna search the rest of his ankles.
Yeah, he's still got something in here.
Here, these can come down.
I think it's under this. It's something.
See, this is the real homeless method. Wear every single pair of pants that you own, because then it keeps you warm and you don't have to carry around extra clothes. I actually do know this method.
It might be just another hat, maybe. It's like a hat.
Another hat.
Yeah, it's the bill of a hat.
Yeah, check his other leg.
Got some more hats. Got a bunch of hats. A bunch of hats just shoved up his pant legs is kind of hilarious.
A hat. Oh, you okay?
Yeah.
You got a raspberry. Yeah, just a little mark.
My name's Seth. I just gotta check out the barbs in your chest, okay? What's your name?
Don't worry about it.
Alright, sounds good.
Peyton, are you good taking him? Or you want me to pull up a squad?
If you want to pull yours up, that's fine.
Yo, get away from me.
Not gonna happen, dude. I don't listen to you.
Yeah, no don't listen to me.
Right.
You want us to pull them up for you before you go?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm after you.
It's a John Wick coin. No, it's a No Country for Old Men coin. He just didn't get the chance to flip it. They fucking lucked out here.
Close and personal, yeah. 1, 2, 3. I'm bleeding.
Try to bend your knee.
Bend this one in.
I did not force her to leave. They were gonna run up and find out Dave.
All right, lean back for me.
Can't.
What are you doing?
Alejandro? No, I'm not Alejandro, man.
All right, well, what's your name?
Alejandro. Mistaken identity, and I.
Wait.
Oh, I'm not Alejandro, man.
All right, well, what's your name?
Alejandro.
Now he IDs himself. Wait, is this mistaken identity? So he said Aiden. He said Aiden something, or Aiden something. Is this actually just mistaken identity?
Mistaken identity, and I told the guy. Hold on.
Okay, they said false right there. So that would be okay. We have to wait and see if he lied. If it's a lie, then we're going to put the lie in. He didn't go to the hospital though either.
Me and shit with integrity.
Hold on. Can I get these off so you don't trip?
You can take them off, yeah.
Watch your step. I'll help you up here. Watch your head.
Hold on. Watch out. I have a broken clavicle.
I'm so invested in this bingo game right now. He has a broken clavicle. Quick, send him to the emergency room so I can fill out another part of my bingo board, please.
Clavicle, what side?
Oh, you're right side.
You don't know what a fucking clavicle is? Yo, these cops are dumb. What the hell? You've never heard of the Mauger clavicular? You don't know what a clavicle is?
Watch your step.
The suspect, 35-year-old homeless man, Adan, was actually not the wanted man police
It wasn't him!
thought he was. Police were looking for Alejandro Rosales Castillo, a former fugitive
Yeah,
on
seeing the colorized images, that's definitely not him. Because I was thinking at first, I was like, he looks way lighter. Like, he looks like a completely different skin tone. And like, yeah, very different.
FBI's 10 most wanted list for the 2016 murder of his co-worker. He was recently captured in Mexico in January 2026, after nearly a decade on the run. The incident in the body cam footage took place a year prior in January 2025 in Rice Lake, Wisconsin. The suspect, Adon, was charged with felony attempting to disarm a peace officer, felony battery or threat to judge, prosecutor, or law enforcement officer, and resisting obstructing. After pleading not guilty to all charges, Adon was found guilty by a jury and was sentenced to 170 days in jail with good time granted, which lowered his sentence by 127 days, meaning he served 43 more days in jail and was then...
Bro, that's crazy. Okay, obviously he fought back. He should have just given them the ID to start with. Maybe he thought he was gonna get a payout. Like, oh dude, that's crazy though. It wasn't even fucking him.
Hey everybody.
Oh god, they're definitely trying to fix his posture. My lord. But thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate for every single one of you for stopping. And remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I will be back again tomorrow for a gaming stream. Really excited for that. Have missed the one last week, so it'll be fun doing one tomorrow. But yes, thank you all so much for stopping in. This is Captain Quasar, signing off.